Hi! So in this video, I'll be showing you guys how to make a laptop bag. This will be really useful. I like this because when I put my laptop in my backpack, I really don't like getting like crumbs or like I don't want a pencil going up the CD slot thingy. It's really cute. If you really take the time to like iron out all the pieces, you can actually get it looking really professional. But also show you step by step how to make this. Yeah, enjoy. Okay, first you want to get your hands on some fabric. You'll be looking for something sturdy and durable. Now, you don't need anything super thick, but you don't want to go with anything too thin either. For my lining, I've chosen this standard blue fabric, and for my outside, I actually have this Marvel comic book fabric, which will look really cool. Okay, next you want to get your hands on some interfacing. Kind you use depends on how fragile your laptop is. I'm using basic apparel interfacing, but you can use quilting interfacing or anything thicker than that for even more safety. You may want some magnetic snaps. In the video, I'll show you how to put them in and hide the prongs. Measurements. So what we'll need to know is the length of the laptop, the width of the laptop, and the height of the laptop, plus some added inches or half inches for seam allowance. For our pattern pieces, we want piece A to be the length of the laptop by the width of the laptop. I also afterwards like to label things just for my own personal sanity. You may want to do the same as well. Our second piece is going to be piece B, and it's going to be the length by the height. And our last piece is going to be our height by the width. Once you're done labeling everything, you can go ahead and cut out your pattern pieces. You can pin your pattern to your fabric and cut it out. You're going to want to have 2 of piece A and either 2 of piece B and 1 C, or 2 of piece C and 1 B, whichever end you want the top to be. Or you can do 2 of all if you want to do a zipper. Now, I'm actually using snaps, but I brain farted and cut out 2 of all of them, but don't worry about that. So at this point, you're going to want to interface or add interfacing to your fabric. So I stick the nubby side facing up and I iron my fabric down on it. Then I like to cut it out and then go over it a few more times with my iron. So this is optional, but here's how to add some pockets. I'm making my pockets for the inside because I want to keep everything sort of enclosed together, but you can actually make this work on the outside as well. So you'll want to cut out a 5x7 rectangle and iron all the edges down. Whichever part you want to be the top, you'll want to stitch across that on the top to keep that fold down. Then top stitch across the other edges, not across the top, and you'll have a little pocket. If you wanted to, you could stitch across vertically along it and create a little pencil pocket, but it's a really cute little thing. It can hold most stuff. The pocket will fit your iPhone. I don't know what it'll fit. You might want to make it bigger for those Galaxy stuff. It'll fit your mouse. Here I just added some decorations to make it personal. If you want, maybe you could put like your friend's initials. Here I put my initials if you're gifting it. So go ahead and grab whatever fabric you want to be on the outside and grab the big jumbo piece, piece A, for that. Measure where you want your magnet to be and place a mark so you can know where it is. Then use an X-Acto knife or a regular knife to cut little slits in it so that way you can put the prongs inside. Once you've got it in there, take some pliers and fold down the prongs. Make sure you've got them pressed down really flat and sturdy. Okay, so it's time to get stitching. Okay, so I'll have to be teaching you how to stitch it for a vertical bag. For a horizontal bag, you're going to want to switch your B pieces and your C pieces while I'm explaining things. So this blue square will be representing our A piece. Beforehand, you're going to want to fold back and iron the top of your piece. Later, what we're going to do is insert our lining into our outside piece and top stitch them together. So go ahead and do that for the top of all your A's and B's, or if you're doing it the other way, all your A's and C's. So place B on top of your A piece and right sides facing together and sew up the side seam. Open it up afterwards to make sure it looks right, and it should be all one extended piece. For a really crisp look, I suggest pressing open the seams with your iron. Okay, a couple of things we could do here. Okay, the first thing we could do is grab out our second A piece and put a B piece on the other side and pretty much repeat the same thing. We'd want to make sure that it's actually on the other side. This diagram is actually wrong. We would probably want it on the right side so that when we have them facing, they match up right. The second thing we could do is put our B piece on the other side of our first A, sew up the side seam with that, press over the seams, and then we could sew our other A piece to the two B's attached to our another A piece. Blah. Okay, this is going to be a little bit hard to explain, but I'm going to go ahead and try. Whatever piece you want to be your bottom piece, you're going to want to pin right sides facing and sew along the bottom of the four-sided bag that you've just created. Then flip it inside out. Okay, so I'm going to use these paper models to explain the next part. You want to put your lining inside your outer part, wrong sides facing together. Press the top folds together at the top and top stitch along. You'll want to leave a gap on the opposite side of where your snap is for you to insert a tab to come over and close it. Once you've got the tab in there, you can go ahead and top stitch that part closed too. To make the tab, just cut out 2 pieces of fabric of whatever length and width you prefer. Then fold in and iron the edges in. Pick 1 piece of fabric and insert the prongs onto it. Make sure that the prongs are coming out of the wrong side and then fold them in. Once you've got that done, all you have to do is top stitch your 2 strap pieces together and insert it into your bag. After all that, you should have a finished product.